Blue Earth Thing here again, and I'm taking a break from some of the Apollo videos. Figured I'd give you guys another takedown. So again, we have Paul on the plane.
Hi,
Hi.
this is Paul on the plane, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of Faking Space.
So this is a series where Paul on the plane tries to show that we're faking space using poor explanations and terrible logic, and we will demonstrate that later in the video.
What you're experiencing here in Season 2 comes as a result of more than 10,000 hours of research, poring over every photo, every video, every mission log, everything available online relating to NASA's alleged 6 lunar landings. The tireless researcher's name is Mr. Scott Henderson.
Yeah, there's no way he spent 10,000 hours doing research. That's over a year and 54 days worth of research. To get this, he would have to spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 5 years to reach 10,000 hours. There's absolutely no way. I'm calling you out on your bullshit.
Here again is a close-up of the Apollo 17 flag, drying from the edges in. What you'll begin to see as you make your way through these Apollo videos is evidence of how the equipment and props were recycled mission after mission on that set and shot over a period of time that resulted in their obvious aging, weathering, and breaking down of many items.
I always get a nice kick on how moon landing theorists believe that the people who made the moon landing pictures and photos were so dumb. I mean, a continuity director would catch all of these things simply. It's one of the easiest jobs. The fact that you believe that these guys could be so dumb as to put a wet flag out there on set and take a close-up picture of it, yet still be able to fool the entire country on whether or not it was a moon landing, it baffles my mind, the amount of doublethink you have to have there. This is quite obviously just shadows on the flag reflecting at different angles. This is more than likely that and not a wet flag drying in which a continuity director missed the flag going out. Then the director saw a damp flag and decided to take a close-up photo of a damp flag, then released the photo of a damp flag on the moon.
So let's continue.
Please!
The Apollo 15 LAM was dropped during the videoing of its landing and damaged significantly.
This is quite true. The Apollo 15 landing was possibly the hardest landing out of all of them, traveling at about 6.8 feet per second or 2.1 meters per second when it hit.
2 damaged PLSs lie on the ground, but only 2 were supplied for the mission, according to NASA.
Hey, Mr. Kubrick director, we need some more damage out on the set so that people believe that there was actually a crash landing. So what do you think we should put out there? Oh, let's just put out some more of the PLSS. Let's just go out there and just put out parts of the PLSS out on set and just scramble them up a little bit. But Mr. Kubrick, you are a stickler for things to be exactly right and the sets to look exactly right. Why would you put out a part of the very famous PLSS that we have on display in museums and parts inside of which are open to the public to view? Oh, they'll just never notice. We'll just put them out there and just set it on set and just put it behind some things, about halfway behind some things so no one really notices, and we'll just move on. But Mr. Kubrick, you are an absolute stickler. Why would you agree to this? Oh, no one will notice. It's just out there. It's just, let it be. We'll move on. We'll get some other shots. This is an important shot. Why can't, I can literally just get some tinfoil, crumble it up, and put it out there for you. No. We have to have a part of the PLSS. That way people can go back and view and maybe see that it is fake. Mr. Kubrick!
The photos here are almost shot at the same angle, showing the damage to the exhaust housing that happened as a result of the crash of Apollo 15 on the left. However, the photo on the right is from Apollo 17. It is the same equipment, and the damage has not been repaired.
I know these are arguments from disbelief, but my God, man, why would they just use the same damaged bell on the Apollo 17 pictures. Not to mention that Apollo 17 also had a hard landing, which also damaged the bell of that spacecraft.
Okay, back to the PLSSs. You can see the cover is removed. The only function it had was to cool the suit, just the sublimator canisters. On the left is a display model of what should be inside the PLSS. The arrows are pointing to the top, core, and the canister.
There's a common trope when it comes to various kinds of truthers, and that's when they take two objects that look vaguely the same and then claim that they are the exact same thing. This is another one of those cases. He's trying to say that the cylinder on the right-hand side of the image that the arrow is pointed at is the same as the cylinder on the PLSS. Well, I'm pretty sure they're not the same thing, as they really don't even look alike. First off, we don't really have a good gauge of size of the cylinder on the right-hand side and how large that is. So disregarding the actual size of the cylinder, if you look at it, the white hexes on the one on the right run the entire length of the cylinder, while the white hexes on the one on the left only run about halfway across of it. So I'm pretty sure these are not the same thing.
The rover was damaged as well, as we'll see clearly in the next episode in this series. Note the mold growing on the sewage bag, another example of equipment being recycled for each mission and aging over time.
Again, you are just asserting that this is mold without any kind of evidence or proof to back it up. This could easily be lunar dust that popped up and stuck to the bag during the landing. Astronauts did report multiple times that lunar dust was a problem, that it stuck to their suits and would get everywhere.
On the lower right of this photo is more damage and broken parts. The pink foam above the legs on the flat surface between the descent and ascent modules. The astronauts in their moon suits did not have the ability to get to that location. And considering that the astronauts have not been anywhere near the LEM since landing, riding around on the rover for 2 EVAs, the activity under and around the LEM was caused by repair crews, not them. They quickly raked the soil to cover the footprints, and broken parts were thrown under the LEM, not even removed from the set.
Yeah, they very well may have not been able to get up underneath there, but again, you're just asserting things without any kind of evidence or any kind of proof. They could very well have tools to help them grab things that were underneath to clear debris and to help fix the LEM. And then you just assert that a ground crew just came in and cleaned everything up and just poorly raked over. Why would they do that?
In our next episode, we'll cover the 3 Apollo missions that included lunar rovers. Did you know hidden within the thousands of photos is evidence that after the Apollo 15 rover was damaged during the simulated landing, it caused there to be 2 different-looking rovers in Apollo 16 and 3 different-looking rovers in Apollo 17. You won't want to miss this.
Oh, trust me, I don't want to miss that. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout. The next Apollo missions video should be coming out soon with Apollo 1A. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Blue Earth Thing, and have a good day.